This is the interior of the all-new, all-electric Toyota bZ4X. Now this is a twin of the Subaru Solterra, and really the only difference between the two is that the badge there. Now also the only way you can really tell that there might be something from Subaru here is that X mode button. That is off-road drive modes. That's the only Toyota that has that, because this is the only Toyota that shares its all-wheel drive system with a Subaru. Otherwise, all the buttons and switches here you see are from Toyota, which is the case with the Solterra as well. Now the infotainment system, that's not only from Toyota, but it's new for Toyota. It is shared with the Toyota Tundra and more or less the Lexus NX as well. It's standard on all trim levels. It's very pretty, it's very quick, which is two things that could not be said about the existing Toyota infotainment system. Now, it would be nice if you could have split screen, say, for, the 60 portion being a map and the 40 portion being audio, for instance. That could be a nice update. Also, there is, tap, tap, tap volume buttons, not knobs. These are touch-capacitive buttons, but they are lit up, unlike some other brands, Volkswagen, and they're generally easy enough to use and responsive. And importantly, the actual temperature controls are physical toggle switches. In terms of other elements, you do have a new shifter. You push down and to the right or to the left for drive and reverse, press the button for park. That is the one pedal drive button. This car does not have, many different levels of regenerative braking as others do. There's no paddle shifters to do that. Just one setting. It's pretty good, happy medium. It's not the full, pull to shoot regenerative braking, but there's, it's just a good amount there, and it also pairs well with the actual brake pedal to be pretty smooth and easy to use. Now, up there is the other screen that's important, which would be the all-digital instrument panel. That's pretty normal. A lot of cars have these, especially EVs, but this is distinctive because you actually view it like this, over the wheel. It's almost like a Honda Civic of 2 generations ago. And it's also kind of in between where standard instruments would be and then, say, a head-up display. Generally, I like it. Maybe, the speed and some of the other readouts could be a bit bigger. But generally it works. The other thing, it's kind of crazy, like how much of a large, also weird steering column you end up with. Steering wheel itself is also new, very small, kind of imparts an extra sporty feel to this car. In terms of storage, that is a wireless charging pad down there, and as you can see here, the piano black trim shines the sun directly into your eyes a lot, which isn't great. But back to the wireless charging pad is behind here. There's your phone, and I guess you're supposed to be able to see through it to see if your phone lights up or something. I don't know, you should be looking down there anyway, and you can't fully see through it. I don't get it. But here you go, you also have more plugs down there under console storage, which is very common in EVs. Cup holder there. This is a sliding console. And then finally, I like to point out this really nice fabric trim that's on all the bZ4X dashes. Certainly nicer than a hunk of plastic or vinyl. Something different. I kind of wish they offered something like that on the seats themselves, but as it is, the Limited has all Softex pleather, whereas the base XLE has a mix of Softex and a different type of cloth. So here is the interior of the bZ4X.